I'm delighted to be joined by Chris Allen, the manager of Devizes Town, and Kieran Baggs, the manager of Corsham Town, for a slight novelty interview really at the end of this pre-season friendly. 0-0 it was between these two Wiltshire sides. And Chris, I mean, from my perspective as a Devizes fan, I was really pleased with that result. How did you see it as manager?
Yeah, really good again. We've worked on pre-season, all the pre-season really, our team shape, and I think that was quite evident tonight. Obviously, we knew it was going to be a massive test for us coming up against Corsham, but I thought our shape all night really was really good, and equally with the ball at times, again played quite well. We didn't just sit in there for the whole 90 minutes. We had a couple of chances ourselves as well.
Kieran, obviously pre-season, it's not really about the results, but were you a bit surprised at the test that Devizes posed for you today?
No, not at all. I've seen what Chrissy's done in such a short amount of time, so I knew it was going to be a really big test for us. A great opportunity before the season starts as well, just to make sure that I know myself, like who's going to be playing and who's not. With Bolton Saturday, and you look to get well oiled for the start of the campaign. But I thought Devizes were outstanding tonight, and in front of a really, really good crowd as well. Nice sort of local derby edge to it, without any sort of real nastiness, but really competitive fixture, and probably a fair result on the reflection of the game. 0-0, chances for both sides. I think a couple of boys were out on their feet a little bit with the amount of football that they've had over pre-season, but a great opportunity for some boys who've been on holiday and had injuries, and the boys that are suspended for us at the start of the season got probably their last opportunity to get minutes in. But like you said, pre-season's just about sort of gauging who's going to be playing for you, if you're happy with your formation and happy with your shape and fitness levels. And above all, the pre-season I've been relatively pleased with, and I'm sure looking at Devizes results, Chris will say the same for his side. It stands you in good stead, you know, when you've got a lot of positive performances leading into the start of the season.
So Chris, we had a chat about this at Pewsey. Obviously, the most important thing coming out of pre-season friendly is not just that you've learnt something about your side, that actually the players are sort of still fit and fighting. Was today a good test for their fitness as well?
Yeah, it was. I mean, like I said, obviously it's another step up playing against Corsham, so I was a little bit worried about us maybe running out of steam towards the end. The lads put in a lot of effort into that first half, and I just didn't want them to go out second half a little bit flat. But to be fair, every game we've played, the fitness levels of the boys has been really impressive. Actually, I think it's probably been the most impressive thing me and Luke have seen. Some really fit boys in there, and also some lads with real good ability as well.
Now, Kieran, the rivalry between Devizes and Corsham hasn't necessarily always been the friendliest over the years. It is a keen derby match, but of course the relationship between yourself and Chris is an important one in Chris's development as a manager, and obviously your success that you've enjoyed as well. So does it give you some pleasure to see just how far Chris has come since he's come to Devizes?
Yeah, and Chris was great for me as a player and on the staff last season. We haven't had any success without him that we've had at Corsham since the second I walked in, so I'd ever be grateful for him for that. And I knew as soon as he came over here, like what he was going to develop, and obviously attract good local players. Got huge backing from people behind the club, and like I think they've been open about it in their progression, in their communication with people, that they're trying to replicate what Corsham have done. And that's not what I've done personally or Chris has done personally, but the people behind the scenes, you know, put loads and loads of effort into it. You can already see, come back over here, the changing room's been done, the clubhouse has been redone, the pitch is loads better since the last time I've been over here. Obviously we're at different levels, we're a league above, but the local rivalry between all Wiltshire clubs is always going to be there, whether we play Melksham in the Southern League or Westbury, or you come and play Devizes, or then you think of Devizes in Calne and Corsham and Bradford of late. It always gives a good energy and a good competitive fixture, and I'm sure that the crowd left pleased about what Devizes will look to do over the course of the season. I think you'd be encouraged to think that, you know, if they keep that side together, when, you know, the players that they didn't have out there this evening, Luke Hopper for example, and Will Stead, who they've both signed for Devizes this year, it could be competitive and look for playoffs. But I imagine that Chris will probably tell the boys that it's a free hit for them this year. Anything that be progression on where they finished the last time at this level will be a huge achievement. But I think based on that tonight, I think all fans and people around the club will be optimistic.
I don't feel as if I need to ask you any more questions now, because we've got the season mapped out. But on a serious note, over 200 people here this evening. It was a match that captured the local imagination. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm sure everybody who came here enjoyed this. I mean, you don't normally say that about nil or draws, but it was tense. There was that energy around it. Obviously, our campaign in earnest starts in August, and our first home game is on the Wednesday, the 9th of August, against Tidderington Rocks. We'd be doing well to be getting 200 people for that one, a midweek match, but it would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean that's the aim. Obviously, I'm really thankful to Kieran for arranging this friendly. He did me a favour with this one. I knew that they would they'd bring their fans, because they've, like I said, over the last couple of years they've developed that fan base now where supporters go and follow them home and away. So obviously a lot of the noise tonight was coming from them, but it was great to see. It was probably 50-50, I would guess. So it was great to see both teams being well supported, and if we can get a lot of those fans coming back for the first league game, that'd be brilliant.
Brilliant stuff, guys. Thanks very much for your time. Kieran, lovely to see you as always, and best of luck for the season to come.
Cheers, thank you.